And good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to this edition of the Makers and Movers podcast. Man, I'm telling you, yeah, I am not feeling it. That is wise choice that we stayed behind. This is your first time here or long time here. This is what I need to know from you: who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, what the weather is like in your area. It's still cold outside. I'm pounding waters down, and I feel like doo doo. So that's what we got going on for us. As far as five things, that's the other thing. Is what are five things that you are going to accomplish today? And I will tell you, this week I had nothing planned because we weren't supposed to be here. So each day it's been okay. What are we going to replace it with? And since I've been sick, a rest. Like I just went through it, and I've got some stickers that need to be printed out today. DTF that needs to get going. I've got to follow up on some quotes and work on the webinar, and then rest. My goal is I've got stickers in the queue, they're ready to go. DTFs in the queue, ready to go. Quotes be easy to go. Doing this call, then I'm working for a half an hour, and a mentorship call, and then after that, I am going to bed. That's what I'm going to do today. So, let me know in the comments how you are doing today. And a lot has happened since we last spoke on Monday. Last time we spoke on Monday, we were going to be headed out to Long Beach yesterday for the Impressions Expo, and that did not happen. The entire house has now succumbed, minus Hattie, to the sickness. Temps have spiked as much as 104.4. I thought I was through it. And I think I just really pushed myself, meds loaded up and everything, and just adrenaline of we're going to get through this. And then once we made that call about 12 hours before our flight was supposed to take off, okay, what do we got to do? And out the Airbnb, was able to recoup everything else. So that was heartbreaking to do, but it was for the best of everyone because nobody needs this. It is. I feel like trash. We got a new president since then because he was sworn in. So that's thrown a lot of people in turmoil. It's thrown a lot of people wackos, like not like that, but like they do a lot of crazy things are happening. So um, yeah, you just breathe. Let's get there, and then probably the weirdest thing is, man, and I guess it's the weirdest thing and the funniest thing that I find, being somebody who lives in northern Illinois, is the South got pelted with some snow and seeing how they react. Wow. It's like, and some places are like foots of snow. So if you're down south and it's your first time with snow, let me know. What do you think of snow? You love it, right? Yeah, there's a reason you live down there, so you don't have to deal with it. And then yesterday, that's where this topic came from. Because let me grab my stuff here. Starla Moore, if you don't know who Starla Moore is, excuse me, she is an expert at Etsy. Just some amazing classes and training, teaching, education. Really big proponent of Etsy. But she released a video last night talking about how a few of her students had got sued by using Creative Fabrica, which started probably 3, 4 sidebar conversations with me and other people. And so I said, in fact, it was Brian that said, you should talk about it tomorrow morning. I'm like, great, let's do it. So that's what we're going to do. So, that's what we're going to talk about. So first off, I want to know, did anybody watch the video? Did you go watch Starla's video on this topic? If not, we can kind of give you, a recap of it. And, of course, we'll give you a recap of it, talk about it. But I want to get your thoughts, opinions, and things like that as we go through that with it. So let's check in and see how people are doing. Kelly, good morning to you. Coffee in the cup. I I haven't had any coffee since Friday. Yeah, because coffee dehydrates you, so or caffeine dehydrates you. So I've been strictly water, no caffeine, no nothing. Hi, Jerry. And Jeff, good morning to you. 3 with -12 wind chill there in Northern Kentucky. Diet Wild Cherry Pepsi in the bottle. 5 things. Print 3D model. Print 3D model. Figure out what I did wrong. Then print. Yeah, that's the 3D print life, right? 3D print life. Where's that shirt for you, Jeff? 3D print life. And hi, Jeff from Jerry. And tea in the cup. Negative something outside. Yeah, it's just trash out there. Chuck, snow did not make it to you, did it? I don't think it made it to you. I think it got panhandle stuff, right? Yeah, Jerry, I feel like trash. I feel like trash. Tim, good morning to you. -1 there in Toledo, Ohio, with coffee to drink. Sarah, good morning. 8 degrees, real field -5. Snowing pretty much all day. Coffee in a cup. I think we're supposed to be done snowing here in the next couple hours. I don't think it's anything. I'm sure. I don't really care. Cindy's giving us my update. There. It's a balmy 13 degrees, but all this creative fabric talk is making things warmer. It's wild. Yeah, it is crazy because here we thought we were paying for, for the commercial rights to use things. I come to find out we're not. So, why didn't I go? This is why I didn't go. We still running temperatures. Mine has now come back, and it's just not good to travel sick. And even with that, even if I was feeling good, and because I kept giving Corey hell, I said, if you're not, if come Thursday you're feeling fine, because we looked at postponing and flying out this morning, and then or even flying out tomorrow morning, because we're like, oh, we'll get over it. No, because even if you're sick and you're not, in the contagious stage, running fevers and that, still feel run down. Not good to sit and talk with all the people. Not good to do all that walking and just feel drug out. I know the sun in the 70s would have helped out a lot, but it just wasn't there. So we lost it. Yeah, we did not go. Timmy J, good morning to you. And Tanyu is what we're getting from Jerry. Oh, look at that. It is Tanyu. I didn't even see that back part of it. Rena, good morning. You need to be in bed. I'm going to. Like I said, I've got 2 jobs to set up. As soon as I'm done with this, I will get stickers will be done before our next thing. Get DTF rocking. Follow up on quotes. So that'll be done. So as soon as I'm done with that next call at 9:30, I'm going to go grab the laptop, and then I'm going to work on the webinar from bed and lay down. Yeah, Jerry, it's not good. Brian, good morning. 5 things, 5 things to prepare for music education educators conference. Because when's that? Does that start Thursday, Friday? When is that for you? Barb, good morning to you. North Central Minnesota, 17 and snowing. Water in the cup. 5 things: customer drop off, sewing alterations, test embroidery designs, digitized patches, invoicing. Barb's got a good day. Look, Kelly with 400-piece shirt order. 2, having electrical put in for new embroidery machines. Love it. 3, meeting with a couple people for new orders. Awesome. 4, printing stickers. 5, itinerary ready for Long Beach and Vegas. Kelly, I'm going to live vicariously through you and Rena. And Rena says she's not rubbing it in, but it's 52 in SoCal and going to be 77. Yeah, I know. And then, after we thought this, we're like, okay, well, let's just take the trip and we can do APA instead. Which I thought, okay, I think all in all, we're just a little over $600 out for the Long Beach show. $600 is $600, and but that upset me more than it should. But okay, fine. I said, well, we'll go to APA. Well, because of because we got our flight credits back, so it's just we can use it to a future flight, no problem. And we do fly places throughout the year, so we checked into it. And because we have to use American, which is who we were flying out there with, to Vegas, American was $650 more than what our other options were to fly. So APA became a no, because even the flight credit for what it was, for what we would get, it wouldn't cover for what it was to Vegas. And then it was even more. So Vegas, no APA either. Barb says, hi, Jeff, Tim, Sarah, Chuck, Kelly, Cindy, Brian, and Rena. I did. Yes, it's crazy stuff. There we go. Renee, good morning. -1 in Chicagoland. Water in the bottle, coffee in the cup. Hello to Kelly, Jerry, Jeff, Chuck, Tim, Sarah, Cindy, Timmy, Rena, and Brian. Look at that. I nailed it. Morning, Brian and Renee from Barb, or from Sarah, and then hi, Barb, and of course me. Yay. Starla doesn't sugarcoat things. I don't believe that at all. I believe that. I don't believe she doesn't sugarcoat. Does that make sense? But you know what I'm saying. It's how you got started. She was highly knowledgeable. Yes, she is super knowledgeable. So Links are in the description where you can go follow her. Yeah, Brian, I think Creative Fabrica just became the new Etsy. And we're going to talk about that. Where does that fit in your business now? Because, that was a source for artwork and we thought we were paying a license for it. And now we don't know. I did not watch the video. Jerry, go watch the video. And Arena, you guys are all so amazing with your hellos. Good morning. Look at that. That's always appreciated. Hi, Jerry Spring. Jerry Spring. Jeff, Jeff can't make me laugh. Barb, you should watch it. It's we're gonna talk about it, so we'll give you the basic rundown of it. Pressure on your ears would have been a bitch on the plane, probably. It probably would have hurt like something. Chuck said there's snow that was 4 hours north of him, and more hellos from Jerry. Hi, Sarah, Barb, Timmy, Brian, Rena, and all. Being sick and traveling is no fun. It's really awful. Yeah, it is, and that's why we're just not doing it. Renee said she watched most of it. She'll finish it after this. George, good morning to you. And Kelly says, let me know what you want to see, Todd. I'll send you nothing. I don't want to see anything because I don't want to feel depressed and bummed out that I'm not there. Actually, just make some videos on it, and then I can watch vicariously through everybody's video. That's what I really need. I had on the schedule to talk with Patrick and Caesar about the new things that they're doing. Talking with Josh from Stalls about the new things they're doing. One of the things I used to talk with Josh about was their stall patches or their Chanel patch program. Was I wanted to get a better understanding of how that worked because I had low minimums on it. It was by a square inch, and as you walk around, there's a lot of other things we were going to, just in general see. There's 4 different people that I was meeting up with for interviews on things. And yep, it was, to let them know, hey, this is what's going on. They're like, yes, you got to be bad because we know you weren't going to miss this. Yep, I was. Jeff says he has the video paused, ready to watch. Love it. And Jerry says, I need info on originals favorites. Please, whoever is going to Long Beach. There you go. You will have that, Jerry. Originals favorite is what Jerry needs information on. So when we're going through this, as I watched the video, and if you didn't watch it, like I said, the links in the comments below. The video is discussing the legal challenges faced by 2 sellers who were students of ours who utilized assets from Creative Fabrica, which I'm pretty sure a lot of us use. And it really goes into their specific cases of them being sued, same lawyer, different amounts. So it was a really interesting listen and watch. And they were sued because they were allegedly infringing on IP rights by using those assets in their products. But they purchased those products, those products from Creative Fabrica. And, when we sign up for Creative Fabrica, it says, that we have the commercial rights to it. So what it really does is it goes into highlighting the importance of understanding those license agreements and the potential risks of using the third-party design elements without that thorough due diligence. Now, what does that mean? If you read the fine print in Creative Fabrica, they don't care. You're not covered. They are not there to back you. Things can fall through the cracks. It is not there for you. So it is 100% on you. It is no different. And like Brian said, it's like Etsy. To me, it is no different now than if we were to buy a file off Etsy. Let's say somebody, I don't know. I don't think I even have the Kid Disney thing around here. I don't. It'd be like buying, a Disney princess image off of Etsy, and the person who's selling it says you have the rights to print this, and so you're like, okay, I have the rights to print this. Well, the thing is they didn't have the rights to do that in the first place, and they give it to you. So on the Creative Fabrica side, they're assuming that when people are uploading stuff that they have the rights to it, and that's not the case. So somebody could go steal Disney art, bring it in, upload it, and say, here you go. And so they're offering the commercial rights to it. So that is, the gist of it. What do we do now? I don't know the answer. I can't say don't use Creative Fabrica, because there's a lot of things that you can use in there, to better your business. Like I'm a big fonts guy, and that's where I get the majority of my fonts from. Now, am I going to have to be worried about something happening with that? I don't know. Artwork, I don't know. Creative Fabrica was a great platform for makers because the assets were ready to use, right? It was convenient, it was affordable, and you thought you were covered. You thought that, by doing this, and I'm paying a yearly fee or a monthly fee, depending on the program that you signed up for, and you had the commercial rights to it, and you were good to go. But that's not the case. So we have to, we assumed that we had protection, and in the reality is we don't. Um, you know, Creative Fabrica really appears like they offer a safe library of designs that we can use. Um, and now we're finding out that when you look into their terms, it explicitly states in their terms that they do not take any responsibility for legal disputes. So let me tell you that again. Creative Fabrica states in their terms that it does not take any responsibility for legal disputes. What do you think of that? What are your thoughts on this so far? Because it could be that same way. We really need to start looking at those license agreements. So we got to start decoding that fine print. We need to walk through and see, what is it really saying in that fine print about the commercial use, about redistribution, about modifications, about attributing the main artist. What are all those things saying? And then there could be, the uses like, what does commercial use mean to them? To wherever the fine print is for wherever you're getting it from. The exclusive use. What are some things in there that are with it? So I don't know, and that's what I'm looking to you guys for. Help me, help you, so we can learn together where you are with things, because I don't know, where I don't know. I'm at a this one is kind of at a loss for me, because I've been a proponent of Creative Fabrica to be able to, hey, you can get some really good artwork, some amazing fonts here at a pretty damn good price. I don't know if I should even be, pushing it anymore, because, there's that false sense of hope or security, that false sense of security that using Creative Fabrica, you are having the commercial rights to it. And now I know we've come across stuff over the years where it's like, I think this might be a little copyrighted here. And so you can report the thing, you can see it, and then it goes away. But I think, Brian had it with coming to the Etsy side of it, where there was a lot of, it's just whatever's there is there. So it'll be, I don't know. I'm looking for you guys. You guys, tell me what you think. Rye, good morning to you, my friend. Sadly, we will have to do this another year. We will do this another year for it. And Rena says, "Oh my God, Kelly, I think I met you in person a couple of years ago at Impressions. I think you were buying a DTF machine." Of course, it was at the after party. Rena, if you know Rena, you know that she has the best information at an after party, and where the good parties are, and a lot of fun too. Hello, Barb, Todd, and everyone from DAMU. Where does Design Studio fall in this? Sorry, Design Bundles. Same thing. We got to read the terms, right? We got to go in and read the fine print to see exactly what does it say. Any of these places, any of these third-party places that we are getting artwork from, we need to be reading the terms of not only the artwork that we're purchasing, the fonts, whatever we're purchasing, but of the main hosting place too. Or because I am almost guaranteeing that a lot of those third party ones where they allow people to upload things that to for purchase, they're going to fall on that same thing, that they are not responsible, and they're not responsible, and that's where we're just kind of stuck at with it. Hi, Rye from Ray, and Jerry says this stinks. I'm telling you, like what do we do in there? Is that what they used it in beyond the commercial rights? No, nope. It was so. From my understanding, what it possibly sounds like is that say I say I created this, I designed this, or I drew. This is my design, and I sold plans for it, whatever with it. Well, then somebody took those and uploaded them to Creative Fabrica as their own, and here you go with it. Well, it was never that person's rights to be able to do that, and so that's why I'm going after the people selling it. I don't care if the how you got it, where you got it, type of thing. And on these points, it was their Etsy stores were shut down. you know Etsy stores shut down, so loss of income, loss of revenue. uh, there was there was no, hey, warning, it was, you were shut down, copyright infringement. And the one, what was it, $650, and the other one was $2,000. um, and there's no real rhyme or reason for it. Same law office that did it both. So there's no, like, slap on the wrist with it. Hey, here's what it is. You want this to go away before court? It's $650. It's $2,000. Is that something that you're prepared to deal with? Get a lawyer, fight it. What are you going to do? I That's there. And Brian says, their terms are a lie, in my opinion. Yeah, and but are they? Because they're saying in it that, hey, they're not covering your legal stuff if something comes up. At the end of the day, that's what all these things are doing, is they're covering. They To us, to them, we're nothing more than a number. That's all it is. And their interest, their best interest, is their primary interest, not ours. Because even going back, and once you watch through Starla's video, you'll see at the end where Creative Fabrica, their offer to resolve it was, I think, like $16 to the one person. The difference in what they paid for when they in their service. It's not even a real resolution at all for it. And Jerry says, "What does TRW say about their commercial terms? I wonder." Read it. That's the thing, is read it, and from there, at least you're buying from the source. You are buying from the artist. Now there are things in there, what you can and cannot do with their artwork, but every place that you buy artwork from, go through and start reading your terms. That's what you need to do. Hi, Rena. But a UV printer. You'll be going to Long Beach, so message me. We can meet up. Yeah, you girls meet up. Give me some pictures and some drinks. You should always take pictures of a drink just there and say, for my friend Todd. That's what I'd love to see. Tag me on it. Post it on social media. Love it. And Barb says, makes you wonder about the validity of all the designs being offered. Absolutely. Makes you question everything now, right? Because you don't know. We assumed that we were buying a service that we were able to have commercial use for. That, yep, here, it's on here. I can get it. I can use it for this. Now, is that true? I don't know. You don't. Allegedly, we have commercial use for it, but if somebody comes after us, what are we going to do? Because we're going to go back and say, hey, we got it from here, and then here's the terms. Oh, hey, yeah, you got it from here, but sometimes things slip through the crack, and you're on your own. What do you do? And Kelly says, it's so hard now to find original designers of graphics. Absolutely, it is. And what do you go with it? Um, and what percentage of design needs to be changed before it's not considered to be yours? I don't think any. I don't know, because, like, when you look at something like percentage of change, look at the Incredible Hulk, right? He's green. Here's this, major feature of it. Now, if I turn him pink, well, I completely changed him because it's a totally different color in that, but he's still the original. So I don't think that works in that scenario, because just you're changing the majority of it, because it's the color, he's still recognizable as that. So I don't think there's any, any percentage base needs to be this or that to be considered there. It's just it's yours. It, this is throwing a. It definitely had me worked up last night because it's like how much things have we done with Creative Fabrica over the years where I don't know now, and I thought, that it was a good, that it was a good place to go with it, and now I don't know. What about the graphics that Stalls offers through their Transfer Express? Once again, got to read their terms. What does it say? Are they covering you if anything comes in? I feel that when you're buying from a place like Stalls, you're fine. When you're buying from a place like TRW, you're fine. When you're buying from a source as opposed to a third party platform, so, instead of buying from an Etsy, a Design Bundles, a Creative Fabrica type place where designers are allowed to upload things and then you can make purchases from it. I think you're a lot safer with those than with the third party ones where here, yep, just come up here and go with it. Yes, Renee and Barb makes us question everything now. It it does, but it doesn't. It doesn't make me question so much. Like I said, using source sites, so using things like graphics flow. Here we've got the rights to it from here. Here's what we have for it. Fine. Using it from TRW, using it from stalls. All those places, I'm way, way, way less concerned about than I am in the places like Design Bundles, Creative Fabrica, Etsy World. And Brian says, Renee, the percentage of change doesn't hold up in court typically. You see both designs and can tell it came from the original design when you were in the wrong. And she said, thanks, Brian. And Cindy said, had those people not checked their email, things could have been worse. Yeah, this is part of how the lawyers work. People can be served via email. If it goes to spam, they are still responsible. And I think there's a caveat to that is that it can go to it, but it has to show that it was opened. Is that right? Or that it was delivered? I remember there was a couple days ago, I was watching a video on somebody in my automotive scene that was served a lawsuit through email. They said they never received it. They showed proof that it was opened, and that's why so they never showed up to the court hearing. That's why they lost, because they're like, it showed that it was open. So somebody in your office opened it, saw it. You never seen it, but somebody did because it was open. So there's something to think about. I don't know. Jerry said could be the difference in buying from a foreign country since ClickFunnels, man, ClickFunnels. I haven't did CF for that for a while. Creative Fabrica is in the Netherlands. Don't know processing. I don't know. I I don't think so. It's just that third party thing. Even if it was here, it'd be that same thing. Is that that's that third party. They're not held responsible for something that somebody else is uploading to it. Chuck goes, it all goes by perception. If it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, don't do it. I would go with that. And since it says it has to show delivered, so that's all it has to do, show delivered, and then you're good to go. Good to go, Cindy. And wonder if it comes from someone's artwork going viral, then they say, let's go after them and use it now. I don't know. I don't know why, whatever it is. So, there's when we look at it, there has been there. Ryan, Ryan, I just got your alert. Are we finally getting that video? We're finally, for those that don't know, go click Ryan, go follow him. 30 minutes, he's dropping his honest review of his OmniNet DTF printer. This is 3 years in the making, Ryan. How long, man? I think this is be some good watching today. Good watching today. I can't wait. And what right before Long Beach? That's pretty ballsy, my man. I can't wait to watch that. So go check out Ryan, 30-minute premiere. We'll throw that in there. But um, you know, uh, Creative Fabrica's position is they provide assets, but they do not guarantee their legal safety. So let that sink in. They provide assets. So here is stuff that for you to use, but we don't guarantee your legal safety. I think there's a lot of things where And you look on the back of a lot of things, drug companies, things like that, where here it is, but you can't sue them. Gun manufacturers, hey, here's the product, but somebody gets killed, you can't sue us. It's not our fault that somebody used it in an improper way. That's the same thing as that, where they're saying, hey, we are with the position that the people uploading are fine, upstanding members of the community that are not thieving away, and they don't want to, and they're not infringing upon any part. But if they are, we're not providing any legal cover for you. You're on your own. So that's the key. You are on your own. So, what can you do to protect yourself with this? Across everything, we've got to thoroughly read and understand those license agreements. That's about it. If anything's unclear, reach out to that platform provider. Reach out and get it in writing of here is this, their stand against it, their stand for it. So you have it in writing in case you ever need it. And I would definitely not use anything, or if I was worried, in like a trademark, large scale production type thing, because what if it is? What if, you decided to create something from Creative Fabrica, 5,000 pieces. Turns out was not able to use it, and now here you are with it. I don't know. This seems like a lot. So everything you purchase, has the license on it, so you have those. But in general, what do you do? Do you reach out to your attorney? You consult with an IP attorney? When you're going through these different things, what do you do? There's the only safe thing now is, if you were worried, do not use Creative Fabrica. If you're not worried about it, use it. To say it couldn't happen to you, it can happen to anybody. One of the people, they only had like $46 in sales, and I think they were being sued for $2,000. So you don't have to be a big, huge seller. That's the big thing too. You do not have to be a big, huge seller. They sold 16 things, I think, I think it was 16 stickers for $45 or something around there. Not huge money by any means, but their shop was shut down and sued for $2,000. It is not. I just don't know. You do what you need to do. You feel the best to do, but it's tough. It's scary, and now we just figure out what we're going to do. So let me know. What do you think? Watered down, right? You need a members. You need a YouTube members, and then you can lay the down and dirty version right there for it. That's what you need to do. And Brian said the terms say create unlimited physical end products, but then says you have to change for POD usage unless the product says otherwise. Yeah, those terms, there's a lot in those terms that we just assume, yep, we're good with this. Are we though? Are we? Heck yeah, I was giving crap. I got him to move it up in time. All right. Ryan, I don't think if Ryan could put links here, just go click on his name, Jerry. Make sure you follow him. He'll be live. A sticker that made less than 50 in sales cost the person so much more in legal fees. Yeah, that was the crazy part of it. Jerry says, I'm off to put my head in the home. Thank you very much. Yeah, a hole. Got it. Yeah, I didn't want YouTube to cancel me. Well, we could have just bleeped it out. We could have done all that. So I'm interested, for those that are watching this not live, leave your comments down here in the end, because I want to hear, what do you think about this? Where do you think, what do you do with Creative Fabrica now? Like right now, how does everybody feel about Creative Fabrica? How does everybody feel about any of the third-party ones? Would you go download something today and start using it? I don't know, because I'm not covered. So if I went on there and I created something with it and I put it out there, I don't know. What do we go with that? I don't know. Look at that. Ryan just didn't use his colorful language, is what I'm saying. I bet he had everything, and he went out there and says, hey, make this, and then went into Chat GPT and said, hey, water this down so I don't swear so much, and it helped him out. Look at that. Sarah canceled my Creative Fabric account, letting it run out and not using much, if anything. Yeah. I'm on my new iPad too. Oh, because Tim says, hey, I see Jerry today without changing settings. T-Town, I didn't use harsh words in swearing. Right there with it. So yeah. It's it's an interesting time that we're in. So go watch Starla's video, comment on there, let her know what you think. If you in the Etsy side of things, she provides some amazing trainings, courses, things like that. So check her out. And then look at that. And Cindy said, Sarah, I did the same going into the holiday season. I what, Cindy? For other things upcoming, February 5th, 7 p.m., we will be putting a webinar together. I'm going to do my best to have that landing page done this week so that way we can get in there for it, get everything scheduled up for it. It's all going to be on Spiritware and setting up stores. More information to come on that, but we are building that out. With that, I've got the other call here in 23 minutes. I'm going to go get that one set up, and then I'm going to refill water, grab some more throat lozenges, and then we're going to get out of here for the day. So everybody have an amazing day. We'll do this on Friday. I will be back here Friday. Peace, love, press on. We'll see you then.